The Patriots will lose because of blank.
And then I just fill in the blank.
Yeah. We're speculating.
Patriots
we're
will
do this for all
lose
four.
because this goes back to, I don't even remember when we talked about this, whether it was in this bit or something else we did this morning. But the Patriots will lose because they're going to try and take away Le'Veon Bell, but you can't take away the whole of Le'Veon Bell because you can't take him away in the passing game. As Cynthia has pointed out with a stat that she gave us earlier on.
Freeland?
If the Patriots lose, the Patriots will lose because the Pittsburgh Steelers offense is too potent. I don't know if it's Lev or if it's Antonio Brown. Point being, the thing we saw in the Texans game that was surprising wasn't that the Texans defense was good. It was that the Texans offense could move the ball on the Patriots defense. That's what the first half was about. Their offense moved the ball. There is no question that the Steelers offense is a much, much, much better offense than the Texans offense was. So if the Steelers are able, just like we saw in the first half of that game, to just be so dynamic and able to, on each drive, see at least a field goal, if not get into the end zone, that's something that will surprise us. So the pace and the Steelers offense will make the biggest difference in this game.
IT?
Pittsburgh Steelers defense plays better than the Patriots offense. 16.9 points per game. Pittsburgh Steelers defense for the past 8 games. Been getting 2 turnovers per game. Saying a lot. So we saying, no, don't kick it to Tyreek Hill. No, we're kicking it to Tyreek Hill. And Vince Williams, go smash him when you see him. So they tried the first time not to kick it to Tyreek Hill, put him in good field position in KC. You know what? Let's just start kicking it to Tyreek Hill. And y'all just start running down and making y'all money. I can't play scared. So when I keep telling you, like, Coach T doesn't live in fear, you know what? We tried it. I don't like it. Start kicking it to him. Hey, y'all better make sure he don't get past his 20. Bam, handle your business. But their defense to it, and we was talking about this yesterday. We really haven't been talking about Cam Hayward. He's been out for a long time. Mm-hmm. You got Hargraves. You got another young guy. Tua has been balling. He probably going to wind up getting paid. Jarvis Jones, he doesn't play now. Now he's starting to James Harrison. Bud Dupree. Of late, LT, Lawrence Timmons, has been balling. Mm-hmm. Shazier is getting interceptions after interceptions week to week. Artie Burns, Sean Davis, Will Gay in the slot. Like, this defense has been playing good defense. If you thought about the Kansas City Chiefs and the Pittsburgh Steelers, you're going to be like, oh, yeah, the Chiefs defense is going to outplay the Steelers defense. That's what now, the Steelers offense is going to play good, but the Chiefs defense is going to outplay. No. They did the same thing they did. Atlanta did the same thing how we thought Seattle defense was going to play.
But let's be clear. Mm-hmm. The New England offense and the Kansas City offense are
very different. But if you
let's be clearer. It was a close game in Pittsburgh, and Ben didn't play.
Right.
And their defense wasn't playing that good.
The Pittsburgh Steelers will lose because
You mean?
Go ahead.
The Pittsburgh Steelers will lose if they don't make. Because you know that the Patriots will have something planned for them, so they need to make good adjustments, whether it's at halftime or before that. If they can't adjust to whatever it is that Belichick's cooked up for them, then they won't win the game.
Ike,
can I take my leave, please, Dave?
Oh yes, handsome. You got to go.
I got to go.
All right, all the best.
It's been a wonderful time being with the 3 of you.
Ike,
Boswell ain't gonna cut it in this game. You need 7s.
Uh-huh.
You need touchdowns. You know, Boswell did cut it. I mean, you played a okay Andy Dalton earlier in the season. Boswell got you out of Cincinnati. You played a okay Alex Smith in the playoff. Boswell got you out of Cincinnati. Boswell can't get you out Pittsburgh on this one. You playing time and company. So when you get in that red zone, you need 6 points, not 3s.
I think, and you talked about this earlier, the Steelers' offensive line has been
crazy, right?
Sneaky underrated, right? I think they're maybe the 3rd best O-line in the National Football League. That's kind of, over the season. If their O-line doesn't play how they've been playing, I think first 4 games they had it wasn't as great. If they don't play how they've been playing,
in the playoffs,
yeah. and leading into it, then that will be the difference maker with.
That's a good point because they smashed Miami. The O-line.
Yes.
Had their own will on them. Come right back to Kansas City. Smash Kansas City.
Yep.
Had their will on them. If they can do the same thing
right. So I think if if the O-line doesn't play like we've seen them been playing, then the Steelers lose.